everyone to my Thursday show. I'm so glad to be here with all of you guys. It's been wonderful to get all of you to watch my lovely biscuits in a biscuit series. So we have been doing cookies, we have been doing some vegan recipes, crackers, etc. But today we are going to do a seeded cracker. Right, and seeded cracker is so much more healthier. As you know that I really, I'm very passionate about getting everyone to eat good food, a wholesome meal and nutritional one. And this one here, the seeded one, is really good because it has packed with nutrition, packed with lots of stuff. So let me start off with, now those of you who are new to my show, my name is Sushila Patel and I'm using my Thermomix TM6 to show you how it's been done. Okay, so welcome Marina, it's been a long time. Yes, hi from Nutritions. Yeah, so this is a very nutritional seeded cracker that you can also give it to your toddlers. Okay, and we are having sesame seed, which has got lots and lots of nutrition. We have the sunflower seed with lots of, you have your protein, you have your, a lot of other nutrition, which I think the nutritionists can tell you much more better. We have the flax seed, where your omega-3 is. We have the chia seed filled with lots of protein. We have the pumpkin seed with lots of calcium and protein. So can you imagine that we're actually having a cracker that is flourless? It is just based on seeds only, and we are not using any other forms of additives. But if you want to, for adults, if you want to make it good, you can add, this is a vegan recipe that I'm having it, but if you want to have a little bit of dairy, you can add Parmesan cheese to it. Okay, so let's start off with this recipe. First of all, it says that we need to on our oven, and it has to be at 160 degrees Celsius. Okay, and this is a slow cooking method so that our flaxseed doesn't, the omega-3 doesn't get overcooked and spoil the nutrition. So that's what we have to do. We have to line a parchment paper with a dish. Is all kept ready here for you to show you afterwards, right? So the next portion is that we have to add. Now I'm only doing half the portion of it, so I'm just going to add, so this is where it's really beautiful to have a Thermomix, because then I can do even a full portion or half portion. Now if I'm doing a full portion, I get almost about 40 pieces of crackers, which I don't want to because I already made an earlier one. So I'm just going to add my flaxseed and just follow the recipe and keep on adding your sesame seeds again. There we go. And then we have the next one, it says add your sunflower seeds. The next one, it says add your chia seeds, right? So just keep on adding all as per the requirements of the recipe, right? And then we have the pumpkin seed, right? So I've all prepared all that and I've just added that all, okay? Now, the next portion of it is insert the measuring cup with the lid, and that's what I'm going to do. And we go to next, and it says in 4 seconds at speed 6, I'm actually grinding it. Okay, I'm actually grinding it to a coarse grind, a millet in fact, right? So in 4 seconds it's done. The next portion it is that we have to add filtered water. So I've already got the water done here, and I'm going to add the water around it. Okay, so before that I should have shown you just how does it look. So let me show it to you how it looks like. Now when you have half coarsely grinded, this is how it looks. Okay, so there it goes, and then I'm going to add, goes to next. Okay, extra virgin olive oil. So it is about 10 grams only I'm putting it. Can you imagine? We are just putting very less of the oils because we already have enough of oils in the seeds. Okay, so I'm just going to put about 10 grams and that's about it. There it goes. So the olive oil has been added in. And next it says sea salt. Now this is up to you. If you are going to use Parmesan cheese instead of salt, then you can add that. If you're giving to your young toddlers, if you don't want to add salt, that is also okay, right? So for me, I'm just going to add salt because I'm not getting any cheese or anything in it. So it's just about a 1/4 teaspoon of it, and that's about it. And then goes next. You can add paprika, you can add garam masala to whatever flavors you would like to have. Well, I'm not going to add garam masala, though this recipe says that you can add garam masala. I'm just going to add a pinch of pepper because I like to have my crackers with my tea or coffee, so this is really good. And also it's nice to serve friends when you have them around with you with any salad, with dressings like hummus or labneh, etc. So then it tastes nice with a little bit of a tinge of pepper in it, okay? And we just keep on following, and in 15 seconds at speed 4, it is blending. It is blending. So that is how it is, right? So yes, I'm bringing my camera a little bit up for you to see it much more better. And I'm keeping this ready for you, right? So the blending method, and it has been done so fast and easy, no issues at all. And we have to leave it for about 5 minutes or so for it to settle down. And then what I would like to explain to you is to, when you put it on your parchment paper, you can have another layer of parchment paper on the top and gently take a scraper and then make it as thin as possible, as paper thin as possible. Then it's easier for you to have a very thin cracker, okay? Because otherwise, if it's a thick cracker, it'll take a longer time to bake and it won't be that crunchy. So here is a tip for you to make sure that when you do it, leave it for a while and then leave this about 5 minutes or so, but I'm just going to take it out shortly. And then you just lay on it and let it go gently down, and lay another parchment of paper on top of it and bring it very flat down. Scrape it down as thinly as possible. The thinner it is, the better it is. Then you can also give markings so that it's easy for you to crack, or you want to have a rustic cracker, just crack it with your own fingers, that's also fine. Okay, so here we have, we have more or less done that. So let me show you how it looks like. Let's scrape this down. We have to let the chia seed absorb the water, okay, so that it become gluey, because there's no eggs in here. So our chia seed is acting as one that is sticking up everything together. And this one has got lots of protein, lots of nutrition like calcium, magnesium, iron, everything in it. Just eating a few crackers is just lovely. And you get all your nutrition to it, right? So this is how it looks like. And I'm going to pour it down onto my parchment paper and let it settle there for a while before I make it very flat and thin. And you know that I can also wash my machine. We have got a beautiful new modes already in, so that if I'm doing any dough modes, I have a dough mode of washing my blender, alright, my Thermomix, and a lot of you will call it as blenders. Yes, it is so beautiful. So you can actually do your washing in on this, and you don't have to put it in a dishwasher, you have to hand wash it. Right, so this is how it looks like, and let me pull it out and show it to you. So what I'm going to do afterwards is I'm going to flatten it, or let me just flatten it to show it to you how it's done. Okay. Right. As thinly as possible, so afterwards I'll be doing it even more thinner. Right now I'm just spreading it and showing it to one side of it, so you get an idea of how to do it when you have when you're preparing for yourself the thing, right? The base of it as thinly as possible, as I said earlier. So this is how it looks like, right? And then you can give a marking to it, like, you know, give a marking so it's easy to cut like that. You get a marking on it, so you just cut it with your thing, and as thinly as possible, so you can use a scraper and bring it down as thinly. Put another parchment of paper, that's another tip for you, so that you can lay it as thinly as possible, and then you bake it at 160 degrees for an hour. It's going to take an hour to bake, okay? And let me show you what I did this morning, so to show it to you exactly how beautiful the cracker looks. There it goes. Look at that. Look at the seeded cracker. Okay, so you get to see this. Look at that. And all you have to do is, this is my labneh with a little bit of sumac in it, and there it goes. Can you hear the crunches? It's good. You know, you get all your nutrition over here. You get your magnesium, your iron, your calcium, right? Why eat store-bought biscuits when you can make it at home? And with very less oil. I only added half the recipe for only 10 grams of olive oil, and it's good for your health, right? And it's really good. You can have it just like that, or serve it with your friends as a starter, or else with your drinks, and it's good. So I hope every one of you do practice it, do try making it on this recipe, and if you have your thermomix, go to the cookie dough recipe and look for the biscuit, right? This is a cracker biscuit for toddlers actually, and it is seeded biscuit. So you just go Google on your cookie dough recipe for seeded crackers, and you'll get that recipe. But anyway, I'll be writing it down later so that you can get that recipe out and use it, and it is really good. So I hope all of you will try making this recipe, and thank you for watching today's show, and do like and share with your friends the recipes, and share, the more the merrier, who eats healthy food, right? So be safe and healthy, everyone, and keep safe. Yep. So see you next Thursday again. Bye.